Clean as you go. That is the message of environment officials to everyone going to the cemeteries. Secretary Gina Lopez also urges people to use recyclable food containers, bring trash bins, and segregate garbage. Lopez also advises everyone to clean up after the Undas gatherings and refrain from activities that dishonor the departed. DNR says an estimated 30,000 tons of garbage are collected every day nationwide, and the volume shoots up even more during public holidays. Some 140 truckloads of garbage are collected from cemeteries in Metro Manila alone during Undas.
This is Danielle Rodriguez, and inside the tin can is her 1 year worth of waste, or at least the waste she hasn't recycled just yet. She says recycling can be very challenging, especially in Metro Manila, where basic segregation of plastic, paper, and glass is not always enforced.
The goal is to basically avoid landfill, plus a lot of plastic ends up in the ocean and that affects ocean life and ecosystems, and then eventually it will come back to us also.
Daniela knows she is a drop in the ocean, but believes there is no other choice than just doing your part. Julia Nebrija feels the same way. Every day she rides her bicycle to work, and today she is visiting the Guadalupe ferry station to check on operations.
Then a bicycle can be that direct A to B, because it's just you leave your house, you have your bike, and you go directly where you want to go. So of course it's better that people are using low emission forms of transport like biking, walking, better engines, etc.
In her new role as Assistant General Manager for the MMDA, Julia is hopeful and determined to implement change.
I'm extremely excited that we're going to finally have a bus rapid transit system. That's going to transform our city, because we're going to give dedicated bus lanes to high occupancy vehicles, and it's going to be low emission vehicles.
Magsaysay awardee for environmental law, Tonio Posa, has been advocating for the adoption of the BRTS for a very long time.
May bus stop kayo, tigil kayo sa loading bay, sakay ang mga tao, puno kayo, alis. Pag puno kayo, number 1, hindi ka naghahabol ng pasahero. Number 2, hindi ka titigil kung saan-saan. Doon ka titigil sa loading bay, di ba, sa bus stop. At saka yung mga pasahero, magiging disiplinado.
But any kind of change must begin at a grassroots level, or in this school's case, with the next generation.
What do we pick up?
These kids are spending the first 2 hours of their school day picking up trash from the river Tungtong, a tributary of the Laguna Lake.
We should take care of our environment since it is our home. Without the environment, we can't survive or maybe even exist.
Hudson is a progressive school that strongly believes in environmental education. Director and founder Emma Gutierrez pioneered progressive schooling in the early 90s. The school applies zero waste rules as much as possible. The children have to bring home the trash they produce unless it is organic waste, in which case it is gathered and composted. To encourage this, the school has no trash cans. This way, the children learn to be more mindful of how much they produce.
Recycled paper here is very, very important.
Gutierrez says the school only produces 1 standard sack of trash a week. Children are encouraged not to buy processed snacks and to develop the habit of avoiding waste and, of course, eating healthier. Meanwhile, most of the school's furniture is made up of upcycled pieces, recycled materials like this metal sink and some of the tables. The building design adopts green architecture principles with its open walls that allow for ventilation. The school doesn't have air conditioning by choice.
Regardless of whether this is perhaps just a tiny percentage of the entire population in the Philippines, or maybe if we even make any significant dent, I still believe that one person who will teach another is a start.
Did you know that setting your air conditioner to 22 degrees or even 25 instead of your usual 18 can save you at least 10% energy consumption? Also, switching off your lights when you don't need them when you leave a room or you leave the house, as well as unplugging your electric devices and where possible, switching off your sockets can save you huge amounts of money in bills, as well as you're doing your part for the environment.
It may seem small, but every little choice goes a long way.
Humarap sa ipinatawag na fact-finding investigation ng Office of the Ombudsman ang mga lokal na opisyal ng Cagayan de Oro City. Isa ang lungsod ng Cagayan de Oro sa 7 syudad at munisipalidad sa Mindanao na iniimbestigahan ng Environmental Ombudsman Team kaugnay ng reklamo ng paglabag sa Republic Act No. 9003 o ang Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000. Ang reklamo ay nag-ugat sa patuloy na pagmamantine ng naturang local government units ng illegal o open dump site. Sa open dump site, halo-halo ang itinatambak na basura dito taliwas sa isinasaad ng batas na dapat ay nagsasagawa ng segregation ng mga basura.
Most of them admit that they have violated the law. The only explanation they can put forward is the fact that they don't have sufficient funds, they don't have sufficient resources. But these are not excuses. These are not legitimate excuses because it has been 15 years since the law was passed, and many of the mayors involved here have been mayors for 9 years.
Maharap sa kasong kriminal at administratibo ang mga kawani ng lokal na pamahalaan na nagpabaya, kaya patuloy na umiiral ang open dump sites sa iba't ibang lugar sa bansa. Ayon sa pinuno ng Environmental Ombudsman Team, sa aspetong kriminal, maaaring makulong ang nagpabayang opisyal. Habang sa aspetong administratibo ay maaari silang matanggal sa serbisyo at posibleng hindi na uli makahawak ng posisyon sa gobyerno. Subalit bukod sa mga opisyal ng lokal na pamahalaan, kasama ring iniimbestigahan ng Office of the Ombudsman ang mga environment officials sa mga lugar na nakitaan ng paglabag sa Republic Act 9003.
We're also looking at liability of DNR officials, particularly region officials, because they have been here for so long and they have not been able to implement the law.
Sa ngayon, aabot sa 50 local government units sa buong bansa ang sinampahan ng reklamo sa Ombudsman dahil sa paglabag sa RA 9003.
Ang total LG officials involved dito across the country is 550 local officials, 50 mayors, 50 vice mayors, 450 sanggunian bayan members. Middle of next year, there will be a second batch of 100 LGUs that will be charged before the Office of the Ombudsman.
Sa tala ng Ombudsman, as of September 2016, nasa 29 na open dump sites na rin ang kanilang ipinapasara.